Hey friends, it's Christy from Turner Max Adventures. So we are headed out tomorrow. We are headed to Missouri again. This time we are headed to Columbia, Missouri to camp, and we are going to bike the Katy Trail. So come along and join us.
We're ready to go on our next trip, and I go out to open one of the rear hatches on the driver's side in our camper, and this is what I get. I've taken it off, by the way, but I do this and the door will not open. It just will not open. So what do I have to do? I have to go inside, pull up the mattress, pull up our Froley, pull up the
insulation.
Well, yeah, the plywood, then the insulation, get all of that, and then to try to trigger this, to push up on this from the inside so that we can get the hatch open. And I can get to my electrical gear and my water stuff and my load, all that stuff that we have underneath. And it's raining, of course. So it's just one of those fun things that whenever we show you the fun side, this is the not fun side of camping. Yeah. But it's not a big deal. But it is something that that may happen to you. So I wanted to show you kind of what we did.
And it's fixable.
And it's fixable, easily fixable. Normally, whenever we go camping and we bring you guys along, one of the things you may have noticed about us is we like to camp in national parks, national monuments, state parks.
Quiet, spaced out.
Quiet, spaced out, that kind of thing. Yeah, just like
Not
Christy
tonight.
said. No, we're here at Cooper's Landing, and it's apparently a happening place. Mm-hmm. They have a little store there. They have some tent areas for camping, and then they've got about 5 or 6 RV spots. We have one on one side of the building. They have 3, and on the other side of the store they have like 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. But they have live music that'll go until about 9 or 10. They have food trucks that'll come into the parking lot and stuff. So this could be a different experience for us. I don't know. We may like it. I don't know. We tend to like quiet.
I know, but I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So,
especially with food trucks.
Yeah, they've got food truck. They got, like I said, different food trucks every day, and they have like their schedule on their website, and then they have different bands that come in that play at various, Columbia hotspots. Yeah. And so this is one of them. They have an outdoor stage right along the river. It's great, and again, it's right along where we are now, which is the Katy Trail. Oh, their hot ham and cheese has a pepper jelly on it.
What did you say?
So they have their hot ham and cheese. It's a thick sliced ham, smoked cheddar cheese, and a house-made pepper jelly on a biscuit. Gosh, that sounds pretty good.
So we are up and ready to bike the Katy Trail today. I'm getting ready to make some sandwiches to take along with us, some lunch, and then Chris is airing up our tires and we will be ready to hit the trail. So for lunch we're having oven roasted turkey on ciabatta, taking some applesauce and some chips.
So this morning Christy and I are biking on the Katy Trail. And so the Katy Trail, it's named after, it's an old railroad bed. As you can see, it's super flat, real minor increases and decreases in elevation, so it should be a nice flat day for us. Mm-hmm. It is was part of the Kansas-Texas railroad, which is Katy Trail. That's where it gets its name. So the Katy Trail goes 240 miles all the way from Clinton, Missouri, all the way past St. Charles, up near St. Louis. And it goes almost all the way to the confluence between the Missouri and the Mississippi River. So it's very close to just north of St. Louis. And I mean, that's a long way. We are only going to do a small portion of that. So we're starting at Cooper's Landing where we camped, and we're going up to the little town of Rocheport. And it's the only railroad tunnel. Rocheport has the only railroad tunnel on the trail. And so we're probably going to go up to around that tunnel, and then we'll backtrack the way that we came.
So we have just had lunch, but we are going to go check this out and see if we can find some dessert. So we walked up to the bistro to hopefully get some dessert. They had fruit, only fruit. Now they do have the wine. You have to buy it by the bottle. Chris was able to get a beer and I got a water, and we just enjoyed the view. But it's worth it to walk up there and check out the view from the top. so pretty through here. So these Sam's Club Southwest Chop Salad kits are amazing. Chris and I can split this, add some taco meat, and we're going to have a taco salad for dinner. Is dinner. Great camping meal.
It's just one of those fun things that whenever we show you the fun side, this is the not fun side of camping.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal. But it is something that that may happen to you, so I wanted to show you kind of what we did.
And it's fixable.
And it's fixable, easily fixable. Okay? So once I had it open, I flipped the door up, it has the magnet on it, and so it's up on the door sitting like that. Okay, so it's on the door sitting like that. There's 4 screws right here that take a square head bit on your screwdriver. You can unscrew all those 4 screws. Whenever you do that, this part will come off. And here's what you have left. This is on the inside of the door, and of course that'll be on the outside of the door. And this is what I saw. And so this is the mechanism right here. So whenever I pull this handle, it moves this little, moves that little thing right there, and it pushes up on this. So notice what's happening. Oops. Notice what's happening. Whenever I'm pulling up, it gets right there and just stops. And then it clicks. You can hear it. So that's what was happening. It was getting right there, and it wasn't allowing me to pull it all the way. Now, I'm putting pressure against it with my finger. Whenever I release that pressure with my finger, it lets it go. So, at first, I thought, oh, it just needs to be greased. And then, I pick this up. It was in the rain. I pick it up, and what falls out? But that little thing. Well, guess what that is? That's just a little bushing that goes on to this so that it's nice and smooth.
Doesn't get hung up.
Doesn't get hung up, and it just is great. Now, I'm still going to put some grease on it just for, just to be safe. But with that little bushing on there, that was my problem. How this thing came off, I don't know. We've driven 45,000 miles in this camper, so somewhere along the way, it worked itself off.
So will the grease make it come off easier?
I don't think so, because the grease is on the outside. I'm just putting the grease right here, so I've got just some grease that I'm just going to put right there just to make it. And it already had some grease on it. You can kind of see there's little remnants of the grease that was there. Mm-hmm. And so it already had some on it. I'm just going to add a little more and probably do a little bit more around where it's rusted a little bit. I'm just going to kind of seal those up a little bit or grease them up so that they don't rust out anymore.
All right, and then it's time to go.
And then it's time to go on our trip. So we got about a 4-hour drive ahead of us. So a hole there. And put it back up here. And then just get that lined up. And I must have that upside down.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I see the outline of it now.
Yeah. Put that right there. That keeps that together so that it won't fall out. And so then this will line up and we'll get these screws ready. And you just have to make sure this little gap right here is what these go. This goes right into that little gap. So think.
Or it goes under it.
Goes under it, over it, I don't know, something like that. Guess it goes over it. Just don't shroot it. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Like I just shrewded it. Alright, for those of you Office fans, we are too. And that's our latest saying.
Yeah, we love it.
Whenever we're messing something up, we shroot something. If you're not an Office fan, it's okay, but you probably won't get the joke. So, look here. Hey!
Hey, it works!
It works again. Alright, now, I think...
Thanks so much for joining us on the Katy Trail.
Don't forget to click like and subscribe and leave us comments. We're glad to hear your comments and we answer them as quickly as we can.
We'll catch you on the road.
Thanks, guys.